I look at everything in a spiritual way. Like, you can see spirituality everywhere you look. All you have to do is slow down, breathe slowly, take your time looking around, breathe in the fresh air, and you'll see Spirit right there with you. Spirit was right there with you the whole time. Spirit never left you. You notice when you ever went to church, if you ever went to church, right, you heard about the Holy Spirit? That's because Spirit is everywhere. Nature is God. When you're looking at nature, you're looking at God. You're looking at a connection to God. God's creation. Everything that you can see that's natural in the nature, that's on the earth, right? Everything that's in the universe all connects back to what? The supreme being, God, right? And then some people don't believe in God. Well, that's your choice. You don't have to believe in, anything that you don't want to believe in. I'm speaking for people that have some type of understanding of, a higher power. I'm not saying this for anybody that doesn't understand what I'm, hitting on right now. So nature is God, right? And all we got to do is look at nature anytime we want to see God. We know what? God is always there. We know what? Spirit is always there, right? We have everything we need already on the planet, right? We have, the fruits, the vegetables, everything we need, to survive, right? It's already here because God is already here for us. Spirit is already here for us. Spirit never leaves us. It's real deep when you look at things from a spiritual perspective because, like, when you look at things from a spiritual perspective, you take away the bull crap, like the falsehood, right? Material stuff, right, are actually just things that come from nature that were created. So all the things that we like that are material, the cars, the clothes, the jewelry, those are still metals or materials that came from what? The nature. And nature is what? God. And God and Spirit will never leave us, right? Because God always will what? Provide. The supreme being always provides for the creation. We are what? The creation. We are divine beings ourselves. We are gods ourselves. We are goddesses ourselves. It's all about a perspective, right? I've studied religion and stuff like that, so I know a lot about religious, teachings like Christianity. I know a lot about Christianity, a whole lot about Christianity, because I studied that, starting off when I was real young, during the 80s. I learned about Islam as well, so now I know about Islam, right? So I always knew about Christianity. I had read a whole lot of the Bible, read the whole Bible, actually, right? And learned about Islam, right? So I know about that as well. But what I'm talking about is spirituality. I'm not talking about a religion. I'm talking about spirituality. That's why I say nature. So we can look at nature and see what? We look at nature, we see God. God's greatness, God's glory, God's grace, God's mercy, God's blessing upon our life, right? Because we have everything we need. The thing that makes everything, a little wild here on earth is we have everything we need as beings, but we hoard things from each other on this earth. We hoard things from each other in this reality. We charge each other for water. We charge each other for a lot of stuff, right? Like nothing is free. Like you can get nothing for free, on the earth now, right? And it's not supposed to be like that because we can look at what nature and see everything is already provided for us.